So yesterday I hit the world's first rank 1 Premier League team of the season. You guys can check out the video, and I'm going to be showing you the tactics I'm using on all the accounts this weekend that I'm playing Foot Champs on. I'm stacking up rewards, but we're flying through the games and I'm going to be helping you guys with your custom tactics. If you're tired of coming up against teams like this, you can get some foot coins through MMO EXP using the link down below. You can also use code JambooUK for 5% off. So guys, I'm going to show you all the formations I'm using. It is predominantly a 5-4-1, which I know a lot of you guys aren't going to like. A lot of you will, you know, maybe you don't like it, but you're still going to use it because it's the meta. It's just one of those. But we're going to get into it. I'm going to show you everything I'm using. Do me a favour, please. Let's hit 200 likes on this video. Subscribe if you're new. I'll give you the best tactics on YouTube. And comment down below, what is your Foot Champions record this weekend? Okay, so this is one of the teams I've been using. Very solid team, actually. You know, some cool cards in here. I quite like this Odegaard, despite thinking that EA did him absolutely dirty. I'm sure you guys agree. Like, surely he should have been at least like a 95. I'm not too sure. This Diaz, definite shouts for like best card in the entire game at a centre-back. He is incredible, honestly. Such a good player. And then obviously I can drop Vieira into a centre-back position as well, which is what I've been doing. But I'm going to show you guys now. So predominantly, and what I start my games in is going to be this 5-4-1. It is ridiculous, to be honest. So I've gone with a bit of a lower depth than what I've showed in the past. Direct passing, 70 on the width, 6 players in the box. And that is how I line it up. So I've got my sort of best out-and-out centre-back in the middle of the 3. And then we've got Vieira and Stones either side. A really good back 3 there. For the wing-backs, there's a lot you can do with it. You don't necessarily need to have actual full-backs. You know, you could play Mbappe as a wing-back. Like, it works perfect in this setup. It doesn't matter too much. But I do have, I guess, what you'd call traditional you know, authentic wing-backs. We've got Zinchenko and Trippier. And then out wide, you just want really quick players with the skill moves. And I like to have 2 attacking centre mids as well. I don't feel like you need a CDM at all. You've already got 5 defenders. So I just have 2, like, you know, sort of playmaking midfielders. And I like to have sort of a target man up front. He's obviously an isolated striker in a 5-4-1. Up there on his own a lot of the time. He's got to be able to hold the ball up, turn, but also do some skill moves and stuff. And I really like this Nunes card. So in terms of the instructions, we've got stay central, get in behind. We've just got cover centre on the centre mids, get in behind and cut inside on the left and the right mid. For the wing backs, I have them on balanced and overlap, and then stay back while attacking on the centre backs. You're going to find that you have a lot of defensive cover when defending, and then a lot of options going forward when attacking as well. I'm a massive fan of this setup. So then if I'm feeling something just a little bit different, you know, maybe the guy's gone to a 5-back, he's covering out wide more, and I want to attack through the middle with 2 strikers, we do have the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. That is how I line mine up in game. You guys can see the tactics right there. Bit of a higher depth than what I'd use on the 5-4-1. Obviously, this is such a narrow formation that I've got the width lower as well. The last thing you want is your centre mids like out on the touchline, and you've just got no midfield for a formation like this. So, like I say, that's how I set it up. The fullbacks are super important because they've got to cover that wide area where you don't have natural wingers there. As you can see, you know, there's a lot of space out on the left and right wing. You can have like an out-and-out CDM in this one as well. Obviously, I've got Vieira. It just looks perfect, doesn't it? We've got Saint Max, you know, the 5-star skiller at cam. And then the 2 authentic strikers up top with 2 creative CMs. This is very balanced. You know, very good for just being direct. You know, if you're someone who spams driven passes through the middle, absolutely perfect setup for you. We've got stay central, getting behind. Nothing on the cam. Stay back while attacking and cover centre on the CDM, and then just cover wing on one of them and then cover centre on the other. The thinking behind that is basically, if I just have cover centre on both, I have absolutely no wide, you know, cover at all on the wings, where at least if I just have a little bit of a mix, what you find is Bernardo will go out and cover the space and stuff like that when needed. But to be honest, it's pretty rare because this is like a forward-thinking setup where your fullbacks are getting involved in the attack. as you can see, we do have them on overlap. So it's one of them, you are susceptible no matter what to counter-attacks in this formation, but it works very, very well, in my opinion, you know, if you want to get on the front foot and attack at your opponent. So we then have a 4-3-2-1, which is one of the meta formations in the game, probably the most effective 4-back formation in the game. Balanced, 65 on the depth, direct passing, you guys can see there. And that is how I line it up. So essentially, in this formation, you've got 3 strikers. That is how it plays in-game. It's not a left and right forward. It is just 3 strikers. So it's almost a more aggressive form of the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. You've got 3 strikers. You've not got a CDM. You've just got an extra centre mid. And you can play very aggressive with this. The fullbacks are also pretty important. However, probably not as much as in the previous formation. So we've got stay central, getting behind. What you'll see is on one of the left, or on one of the wide forwards, sorry, you do have comeback on defence. That is so you can defend in a 4-4-2. So St. Max will drop to a left mid. We've got Bernardo Silva and Vieira, who will be centre mids. And then Odegaard will go out on that cover wing to the right mid, only when defending. So you defend in a 4-4-2 and it's just a little bit easier to deal with. We've then got balance and overlap again on the fullbacks, and like I say, they play an important part in these sort of narrow formations because you just don't have a lot of natural width at all and it can get a bit stale. So, you know, you can play some overlapping runs and stuff with your fullbacks and that works very well. So one of the most important things, especially in a sweaty weekend league like this, is of course the all-out pressure custom tactics. Constant press. You need this, man. People are rats in the weekend league. They're going to do absolutely anything they can to get a win. So you need to have one of these set up. Constant pressure. The depth doesn't really matter. You know, I've sort of figured that out. With constant press, everything just goes out the window, to be honest. Fast build-up, forward runs. 8 players in the box, and then as you can see, that is how we line it up. I mean, it's all interchangeable. Like, you're going to find Vieira overlapping the strikers and getting in behind. All tactics just go out of the window here for sure. So that is how I do line it up. They should actually be swapped. I don't know why that's happened there, but yeah, so it's mad. Like, you do tend to try and have the 3 centre backs staying back, but it works pretty well. You're going to have every other player going forward. You can see get in behind, stay forward. We do have comeback on defence because with the constant press, they're going to get forward anyway, at least with this, because you are going to concede chances. You know, you've got a bit of an opportunity to recover, but it works well, man. You guys will definitely create some chances, probably concede some goals as well, but this can be the difference between, you know, losing and getting back into a game. So that is what I've been using. Hopefully you guys do enjoy it. If you do, please do leave a like on the video. Subscribe for more videos like this. I'm going to be streaming TOTS Champs as well for you guys. But I'll catch you on the next one, and peace.